Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everyone. My name is Vinda Sandar, and welcome to another edition of 9 with Andar. It's a pleasure to be here with all of you. We are sorry for the half an hour delay. We tried to launch twice, but unfortunately, there were problems with the stream, and we were unable to get it working. Basically, with the latest update to Empyrion, it stopped. It stopped really being nice to us. So, good evening and welcome to another episode of 9 with Andar. It's a pleasure to have everyone with us. Hopefully things are going to be perfectly fine and we can get to this. So let's do this. We are in Streamlab. I am sorry if the game kind of, if the display shifts back and forth. Basically, because of the latest Empyrean update, I'm unable to stream in window mode, so that's kind of a problem. So we're gonna try and solve that problem, but it's not going to be that simple. So please bear with us, and we do beg your forgiveness in advance if there is any issue with the delivery. It should be okay. Should be okay. I hope you guys are getting this. You're getting the stream. I'm gonna set up the symmetry mode, and today we're just gonna build. So, welcome to Ashkagan Spaceships Industry Shipyard. It's not exactly shipyard, but it's a bloody desert. And on its surface, we are building a heavy ship. So, this is a heavy fighter. It is an SV class, as people would have defined. It's pretty robust, and its purpose is to attack POIs at a high level with advanced weaponry and ensure their destruction. So we have already put in railguns to the tune of 4, the maximum allowed. You can actually see that here. Sorry, plasma cannons 4, pulse lasers 2. We have to put in even more, but we just figured out that we don't have the space for it. So we're gonna build the rest of the body and then put it in. We also have to put in 4 railguns. If I can read this correctly, 4 are allowed. The creative mode allows us to spawn 6 from the God menu, but we're gonna do what we can do and see what we can see, and then life goes on like that. Alright, so I'm gonna start off by covering up a lot of this. We have pretty much finished everything. We put in the generators, we put in Wi-Fi somewhere. It's way back there, and I think somewhere down here too, if I remember correctly. Actually go in here and find out. There should be one of them. Yeah, there it is. So there's a wireless connection right there. The detector has already been installed, so we don't need any more Wi-Fi's. We need to put in spotlights. Then it's basically just wings and landing gear. We're good to go. And of course, more thrusters as necessary. I think we have all the generators that we could possibly require. I'm gonna trash it. We don't need any more than what we have. So, we're gonna build the rest of this. This is gonna be the body top, and it's gonna be steel, and well, it's gonna be a combination of steel and also hardened steel, not combat steel. The openness of the design is important. For one thing, in the next major update, patch content update, we've been told that we're gonna get thruster restrictions in the sense that we can't turtle the ship anymore, which basically means that we cannot build all the thruster blocks blocked in such that nobody can target it. That sort of gaming is not allowed post-patch, so we're making sure that all the thrusters are pretty much open. And anyway, that just makes sense, I think. Well, I always hate how quickly that moves. Yeah, we're gonna start there. I am gonna keep an eye on how many thrusters are down here, because if we are not careful, we're gonna set all the thrusters, we're gonna block the thrusters, and then come patch, we're all screwed. So we got like 2 up here that we should not block. I'm gonna turn on my lights so we can actually see what's happening. And if we undo we undo, you can actually see there are no thrusters here, so we're good. Now, one thing people did say is that Empyrion has become slightly less responsive in terms of performance with this update. I'm not entirely sure about that. So far, we're pretty good. So I'm gonna just shift over to the stream so I can make sure everything is going the way it is, and we'll also just check out Discord. Okay, we don't have any replies there yet regarding our performance issue complaints. I'm sure they'll look into it. Now you can see here I can't put anything now because there's a thruster block there, so I'm not going to. Just gonna do this. We are covering it up with steel A because I don't want anybody. I don't want the plane to be too heavy in certain situations, and B because I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem for people to take off. The forward backward stealth is not such a big issue with the stealth, the shield generator online, and I really believe if you have your nose pointed in the right direction, this should not be an issue. This should not bring your fighter down, so you should be okay to that point. I hope so. I certainly hope so. I hope you guys enjoy our creative build series. If you do, please like our Facebook page, our videos, then give us some stars, subscribe to our YouTube page. I love your support. We're still quite new to the streaming scene, so we do appreciate any tips and tricks that you can show us, or you can let us know what you think and how you would like to see us improve. That would be appreciated as well. Well, there we go. I am going to put some extra combat steel for protection on top, but primarily the front will be combat steel, the back will not. That's also for weight considerations. So the back is pretty heavy to begin with, I think. Okay, now the side is where I want to be very stingy with the side, because number one, you would notice that with the RCS that we have set up right now, it's not super maneuverable. I want it to be super maneuverable, which means we're going to have to set up RCSs on the outsides as well to ensure maximum maneuverability. It's got an RCS there on the front, but not back here. That's something we're going to see. For those of you who have joined the stream, thank you for joining. If we do not reply, please understand that that's because we don't really want to show the audience any of our window flipping, and with this latest Empyrion, it seems that we can't capture the game screen very easily. Once that is fixed, expect to return to usual streaming practices. Okay, so what are we going to do here? What are we going to do with you? Alright, well, I'm not really interested in covering it up unnecessarily with the wrong blocks. Just gonna do this. Yeah, and we'll go with a layer of combat steel below it later on. I don't think we need one here. This should do the job just fine, I think. That is going to be open for aesthetic purposes. That's just fine. Yes. So now this is going to be interesting, is how we're going to cover this, how we're going to show just enough but yet maintain a beautiful shape. The interior will be carbon substrate. We're not going to change that because that will also conserve a lot of weight. which is a not too subtle consideration as far as we're concerned. Yeah, that should be enough. Now, honestly, if you're one of those people who's gonna point their nose cones away from the enemy, and you're gonna fly with your full armor, with your rare armor directly in the enemy's face, you should reconsider any and all of your flying aspirations, because you would be totally crazy to do that. So. Okay, now this part, okay, I'm gonna keep that part quite open, but I don't want this side to be opened up, so we're gonna cover that. That's it. Now question the first, I'm sorry, does that block a thruster? No, it does not. No, it does not. Redo. I hope the stream is clear for everybody. I hope they were broadcasting well. I'm not entirely sure if we're getting a perfect stream out of this. There's some dropped frames coming up, and it's because of the internet connection. Not really sure. Okay. Sorry for the window changes again. Like I said, with the current Empyrion release, the game is still in alpha, and sometimes things just go absolutely bonkers. And, well, the window system is what's gone bonkers today. For me, at least. I don't know for others. I hope it's not. The last thing you need is a stream disturbed by something like this. We're gonna do this. For anybody wondering why I'm filling it up with carbon substrate, number one, carbon substrate is not all that flimsy. Number two, we don't need to add more weight to an already substantially powerful craft. If you look here, it is still a class 1, but it's 57.8 tons. You don't really want that. You don't want it to be too heavy. You don't want it to be too flimsy either. Okay, we will do that. The rest with carbon steel, it should give us a few more options. We cannot block that simply because of aforementioned rules regarding thrusters. It's gonna be an issue. Okay, so we're primarily chiseled out the bottom, keeping things open. Yeah. We can't put anything in here. Now, I don't want to... No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to block up a good... Yeah, that just gets in the way. Just don't want that. Okay, so this will ensure that our back end, which is very pretty, is visible. Again, for those of you worried about enemies taking potshots at you, if you are displaying your backside, your rear side of your craft to your enemy, please do reconsider any and all flying ambitions now and in the future. Now, we have to decide what the shape of this is going to be, and I'm just like totally indecisive about it, simply because, well, it's an open keel. I can basically do whatever the heck I want with it. And with that brings, well, with that's great power and great responsibility. Yeah, I just want that for one. So now the question is, do I keep it in this way, keep a really narrow profile, altogether, right? Or do I go for the wingspan? Do I go for like vertical type wings on the sides, or do I go for a different sort of wing structure? Decisions. Now, there's one thing I did see another fellow YouTuber do. Sponge did something with undo. I'm not entirely sure how that works here. Let me just. I'm just wondering how it is that you remove what you have put in. Aha! So shift right click is how you remove with symmetry. Now that makes me very happy. That saves us a lot of time and effort. Now, I'm just wondering if we go like this and we remove that thing and create a different sort of shape, because the overall shape of this ship is what is most important at this point. So do we create a sort of sword type setup, or do we go for something significantly different? I've had some ideas, I'm just not really sure what to go with. You can go with a sort of sword type structure with side fins being horizontally positioned. We can go with an Imperial Star Wars type thing with vertical fins. Not sure. I'll tell you what I'm definitely interested in. So, mm, hmm. Well, our engines are definitely not blocked. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, just 1, 2, 3, 4. Allowing us to descend, and 1, 2, 3, 4, which is basically 8 engines allowing us to go up. Now, hopefully, the weight will not increase significantly. That will reduce that thrust. We do not want that. But here, I do want this. Now, the question, really, everything we do after this is going to be decided by the end shape of the ship, which, again, I'm not entirely certain about. And this because it's a question of curvature. And how that curvature ultimately functions is what's going to decide how we do this. So, let's see. No, we do want that. We do want that, but I do want that to be visible as well. At least a little bit. So there is that, and yes, they'll definitely be protected with combat steel. So I'm going to be left to open. Now, how am I going to close this? The other issue. We're going to have this. Of course, the paint is going to take over mostly. It's going to hide a lot of the metal. Nobody's going to find out what's put where unless they watch the stream. So why are you not watching the stream? We got the plasma cannons. We got that. Yeah, the positioning of the plasma cannons is the other thing. Hmm. Okay, so let's put you. Should be fine. Yeah. So let's put you here. Hold on, mates. Hold on. Oh yeah, we got another one. So we got to put this here. Yeah. So this feature will be pretty much available for everybody. To everybody who likes our videos and joins our stream and shows us your support, we thank you so much for joining us. We love having you guys around, and thank you so much for lending us all your support. We do appreciate it. So, Telensys works fine for me. I'm in Windows mode and I can switch. Well, okay. Well, it must be my thing. Maybe I'll restart and see what it is. Maybe we have to restart the game and then it'll work. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not. I just want to build. I'm not gonna argue unnecessarily. Okay, we got this. Now, no. I am tempted to put an extra bunch of engines, and I am not sure how much. Not so much. Yeah, it's the combat steel weight that just comes in. It's a problem. Okay, so to the devs, thank you for your reply. We'll some more tests. Perhaps restarting the computer may help. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, what's he gonna do? I mean, if it works for him, it works for him. Um. Now, see, I wanted that open, but now if we keep this open, now if we bring like two from the side and then some, this side would remain open for everybody to see, isn't it? That would be somewhat of an issue sometimes. Yeah. Okay. So that's gonna be an issue. Of course, we're gonna have it up till here. That's a definite. But because of the way it's set up right now, we are definitely going to take it all the way there. Hmm. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the spirals all the way here. It's going to be much like this. It's going to be like a spiral coming forward with gaps in between. So it's going to look pretty cool. I'm just really interested in how I'm going to take that spiral this way and connect it here. Hmm. The real question is, how is it going to influence the shape of the craft after it's built? Are we going to have wings? Probably not. I think I'll have to forget the wings. completely. It's going to be interesting. Okay, tell you what we're going to do. We're going to remove all of that. I'm still getting used to this tool, the shift right click tool, but I'm really happy that it removes, it undoes everything over there. Okay. How much of this do I even want to show? Okay, we'll remove this too, because honestly... Hmm. Oh wow. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. It's tough, isn't it, to make the decision. Also, also on the line is how much of armor do I want poking on the side? It's definitely got to be combat steel or whatever bloody flies here, hardened steel. Did they change any of that? Let me just check. Yeah, it's just hardened steel. Carbon substrate is just really cheap, but it's also got next to nothing in terms of HP. It's like 20 points, one shot, and it's by it's like 50 points, and hardened steel is 200. The big difference there. So you know what you want protecting your shit. Okay, so we have that. We're gonna want it outside too, obviously. We don't want to block this as a well. We'll be putting it in the front, but we don't want to block that completely. Now the question is how much of this. Do I want 3 layers of combat steel? I do want the sides to be well armored for obvious reasons. Somebody takes pot shots at you. The sides are probably going to be where you're going to receive a lot of damage, and also, but yeah, the question is how many layers of steel do I want in there? Yeah, yeah, on second thought, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cover this. Yeah, 2 layers of steel, I think, are more than... Whoa, what? What just happened? I think 2 layers of steel are more than enough, yeah. 2 layers of steel and 1 layer of combat steel outside should give us a nice... Yes. Mm-hmm. That's good. That's good. I'm going to bring this forward and create a sort of connection. Now, where should I connect it to? Do I connect it here? Do I connect it in front? That's the question. And also, how much of a beam curve do we even want with it? Man, there's decisions. We could connect it straight in here. Go all the way back. Yep. I think we can do that. The problem with that though is when you bring that down here, that's going to be an issue. Connecting it all the way, and I think we got a bunch of levels here as well. So we've got to take a look at this. What do you have down here? Damn. It's problematic, isn't it? Okay, we're gonna do this, and I don't really want to... I don't want to block that, that's the thing. I like the effects of having it there. I don't think it's going to be too much of a vulnerability, honestly. Anyway, we have carbon substrate up till that point. We're not going to have anything there. Well, we need the extra layers, obviously. Defense is always good. I just sometimes wonder how much this is going to affect... Yeah, we're gonna try this one more time. Steam is... no. Okay, well, for whatever reason, yeah. Empyrion just hates it. It refuses, yeah. Yeah, this seems to be interesting. The game seems to be changing on the fly or something. I don't know why that's happening. Okay, give me a window, then you tell me if you... Actually, if you can solve this, it'll be really cool. No, you just can't... No. Streamlabs OBS. Yeah, we can't do anything with that for some reason. We just can't. Full screen window. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, whatever that is, there's nothing we can do about it. So we're in galactic survival. No, it just doesn't work. It detects, but it doesn't work. Okay, whatever. Let's just continue building, which is what we were. I'm just gonna refresh the chat window. See if anybody's left any comments. We do appreciate all your support. We love to hear from you guys. And now it's back to work. Yeah, so what are we gonna do here? I don't think the underside is something anybody's gonna be looking at, so... Alright, so do we put... Now this will be... Yeah, gun placements are gonna be interesting, because if we put it in the wrong way, in the wrong place, what's gonna happen is we will be unable to do anything in terms of shooting angles. The guns will be blocked, so it's gonna be a problem. So I don't want that. I'll put it there. Should be okay. Yeah, I think I want some layers of combat steel protecting this. Yes, I do want combat steel protecting my guns. Yeah, it's going to be fairly essential. Yeah, that's the other reason I said that placement of the guns is very, very important, because when we bring the arc outside and connect it here, these guns are the ones that are gonna be... Oh, the guns are the ones that are gonna be in the way. The guns are the ones... I like that. I like that a lot. Guns are the ones... Yahoo. Why do I have combat steel here? Oh, yeah. That was a previous shape, wasn't it? Hmm. We don't really need a whole lot of combat steel in that area. We can make do with carbon substrate, just for now. In this case. And then we can have a coat. You know, just like one coat of steel. Followed by another. And another. Again, you're not supposed to be showing your backside or your rear side or your bottom side to your enemies. You shouldn't be. If you are, there's something wrong with your flying. Go back to flying school. Now we need to put in the railguns and a humming rockets. We'll see where we can do that, what we can do about it. How big are these? Oh, they're bloody big. Bloody big. Okay, time to close up this gap. Now this is where the fun's gonna begin. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring a little bit of combat steel right up to there, and we're gonna start curving it inward to attach itself here. So this is going to be how we determine the final shape of this construct, but we have to be very careful, because if we get it wrong, it's going to look hideous. That's the thing, really, looking hideous. Oh boy. Okay, so the question is, how much do we put into doing this in this fashion? Probably gonna need that. It's gonna be a little bit complicated. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of copy pasting. I'm still not sure how much connective tissue I truly need here. Ah. Okay. Remove that. Hmm. See, my problem with putting that there is that it's just not. It's not the perfect one. I'm not. Yeah. It's not the perfect corner. Eh. That's what we have, right? That's what we have to work with. Okay. Let's do some selection-ish. Yeah, thank you. We will expand our selection a little bit. Then we'll move the selection. Thank you. You just leave it there. Paste and paste. Okay. Then we'll scale the selection again. It should give us. Very good. We will copy the selection. Yeah, this just creates a much easier time. Yeah, I think we're good with that one. Huh. Not too much of a curvature, but really, what can you do? The problem is, I have no way of making that any more curved. I'll have to start stepping it down, and it's just. Okay. Yeah, let's not do that. Now, did it symmetrically paste? What the hell? What? It didn't symmetrically paste? On the other side? Oh, that's just such a waste. That is... Dude, come on. That is such a waste. Okay, I'm not really sure. To be perfectly honest with you, I'm not. Okay, I'm gonna just put this here. My god, man, the mouse is turning so slowly. Okay, I'm gonna put that there. It should be fine. I'm gonna do this. Yes, I think that's how I want to bring it. Put one there. Just put one there. A couple of more to go. We'll try to give it a nice curve. I'm not really sure how that will work, but we will try. Just put one there. Again, I'm not entirely sure if that will even look good. Yeah, that's the thing, it's not exactly a bloody curve, is it? Okay, so let's put in... Okay, this is not exactly what I envisioned. I also believe I forgot to turn on the symmetry, which is going to be a problem. But again, it's not exactly what I envisioned as far as the circle is concerned. Not too happy with that. Doesn't contribute to the thinness of the craft, does it? Okay. Let's see what else we can do. Alright, we're back to being here again. I think what we'll have to do is we're going to have to make it a little bit irregular. Which is not something that I want to do, but we don't have much of a choice at this specific moment. So I think we'll have to take it a little bit far, then break it, take it a little bit far, break it, so on and so forth. It'd be a really stupid way of doing it, but it's what we have. Yeah, but this is not exactly what I wanted. It just... it's what I have to make do with. But that's okay, I guess. I mean, what else am I supposed to say? um, yeah, this is not the ideal thing. It's not exactly what I wanted to do. Yeah, I'm getting distracted a little bit, but by the fact that it's not a real curve. That's not what I wanted. Let me be perfectly honest. A jig-jaggedy curve is not what I was looking for. It's really, yeah. But if this is what we get, this is what we get. Yeah. Not gonna complain. Not gonna complain. Right. Kind of curve complete. I say kind of because That's what it is, kind of. Now you gotta do the same thing on top. It's gonna be interesting. Okay, so let's go look at the stream. Thank you all for your support. You all for commenting. Nice to see you guys here. So we go to Discord. You try turning on and turning off again. Oh yes, we tried switching from windowed to full screen, windowed, and even exclusive full screen. Then we tried to set it to windowed and Empyrion changes to a proper window. When we switch to another screen, it changes back to full screen windowed. Streamlabs OBS very rarely detects it, and when it does and you select it, it simply disappears to another window. We'll try restarting later. We're in the middle. We're streaming right now. Yeah, so this is basically on stream. We're all on stream right now. People are watching this. Okay, so we got this. Now we gotta connect it to the top. Question is, where the hell do you connect it to the top? Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bit of copy pasting because that'll be a lot faster. It'll just be a whole lot faster. I'm gonna do a selection. I am not sure how the selection is gonna work symmetrically speaking. Oh bloody hell! It doesn't. There we have it, folks. It bloody doesn't. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little bit of creativeness. We're gonna be creative about this shit. There we go. Because when we copy paste, if it's not perfect, you have to do more work. Oh, that is lovely. That is just bloody lovely. What did we take from the insides? Do you already have this out here? Oh, of course you do. Yeah, of course you do. Fine. So, I'm gonna take this. We're gonna copy it. Now I assume I assume that Empyrion already has a system to duplicate even the paste processor. We just don't know about it. It's probably what it is. So yeah. Oh well, be damned. I just found out that that's right in the thruster's way. Oh my god. Well indeed. Okay, so we're gonna have to go a little bit north. Yeah, I'm gonna paste that. Can I duplicate the symmetry style? Remove selection, fill selection. Save to list replace, copy selection. Okay, I assume that I'm gonna have to paste this first, and then I'm gonna have to copy this. Oh, this is just so much of a pain in the ass, man. You know what the issue now is? I need to know exactly where that's supposed to be. If it's an iota off mark, we are so screwed. Oh god. Is that one block, two block, what, mate? Is this one block? And there's like a bloody block here, right here. When I see these symmetry issues, I just always wonder, what else did I bloody miss? Did I like completely screw up my symmetry? Because if I did, then you gotta go in and fix everything manually, as it's just so much work. Screw it. Okay, I think we're good. So we'll paste. Um, um, it's just not. No. Okay, why do I have this problem? Why is this compound... Okay, why is this combat steel not put in here? Okay, and everything else seems okay. Alright, so we're gonna go back and work with the selection again. Selection process. Thank you. Yes. Scale the damn thing and select for me what I need to be selected. So forth I commanded. Okay, thank you. Now, I copy it and move it off to the other side. And paste. Very, very good. Now, we have to rotate that thing so that... Oh god. Is it okay? Alright, it's fine. Oh, we got an extra block. It's just bloody lovely. Now, we got to rotate this thing so that it doesn't screw us up in the process. Question the first, is that correct? It looks bloody correct, but it's on the wrong plane, isn't it? It's got to be... I think that plane is correct, yes. We now have it perfectly... Oh yeah, it's good, it's good. Okay, finalize the pasting please. Thank you. And if you don't mind, I'd like to select something else. Thanks. I'm not entirely sure how good this block is going to be, so I'm just going to paste it right there. Okay. So now we have this. Now you can see what the issue is. Where do you bloody connect it? Do you just stick it to the side? Do you shorten it? What? And it's got to be the same. Oh no. Oh no. Actually, not a problem. Yeah, I think it's just like one shot. That's it. Yeah. So, how are we going to fix this, guys? How are we going to put it in? That's the question here, because we're going to put that... the problem here is, you see this thruster? That thruster, if I bring this down, that thruster is going to be blocked. And I don't know what the new thruster rules are going to say in terms of 3-block system, or is going to be like completely open, in which case the swing span is going to block that. The other way, the lazier option, is to clip it up to this point and just drag it in here. There's the lazy person's option. I'm gonna go try it. Hold on. Is this on the same bloody level? It is. So if we do this, is what it becomes a lazy person's option. I think that's what we're gonna do. I don't want to bring something strange in here. You know, arcing down and stuff. No, I just don't want that. Maybe it'll look good. If not, we'll just have to correct it, isn't it? It's not going to be a perfectly straight, so... Oh boy. No. No. No, we're not gonna have that. I want this to come forward. Be interesting to see this work out properly. Yes, you do that. Do this. Oh yeah, that's okay. It's not exactly superb, but it is okay. Oh come on, man. You got longer cuts. There we go. I tell you, building these things, labor of love or not, is a pain in the ass sometimes. Um, no. Okay, that's better. That's just yeah. Compared to the alternative, that's better. Hmm. Okay, well that will connect to the back. Well, there you go then. That's not bad. It's really not bad at all. But it's not exactly a perfect anything. In terms of anything, honestly. Now we could do that and get in a few spikes. Let's see how that works out. Not a big fan. Not a big fan. Yeah, mouse is moving so slowly. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah, it gives you the spiky look, but it does seem like it belongs to an alien. It's an evil faction, but this is an Ashkagan ship for Ashkagan pioneers and captains. It's not. It's not a Xerax. It's not a piratey ship. It's meant to be that. Hmm. Noble idea is going to be uno, dos. Yeah, let's make it gentler curves. Oh yeah, yeah, that does help. Let me try this one too. How does... Is that too damn gentle? You know what, we could actually try those. Sorry guys, I think I ran out of blocks. Oh my. Okay, how's our stream going? It's still going, so that's cool. Hmm. Yeah, that's. I think that's just much better. Overall, much better, much more acceptable, I think. I'm not gonna say it's beautiful or anything, but it is a lot better than having absolutely nothing on. So I will take it, yes. Alright! This is cool. Okay, so now we're gonna take it back up here. Yes, sirree, Bob. Join up. It's also going to close this up a little bit. Okay, we're gonna turn those into... Why is there an extra... What? Oh, well, my mistake. I did that. There's not supposed to be any extra anything in there. Yeah. So basically what happens here is... we take... one of my favorite blocks in game, like so. Okay, we do that, and that should be that's what we have for shooting. Now that being said, I do need to stick another couple of guns out there, so it'll probably be the rail gun. So let's go somewhere there. Well, it has to go somewhere. Number one. Okay, now that that's said, what do I want to do with the final shape? Do I want, now that we have the lattice, do I want this to be only that much? Is that all I'm looking for? The complete version? Or do I look for wings and stuff? Speaking of wings, we do have some. We can actually try those. Right, so we're just going to take it, oops. But I hope you guys are enjoying your meals as well, as much as we are. Oh, for God's sake, that sucks. That sucks even more. You're the big one. I don't even know why they have the B-22 stealth bomber one in there. So it's just like pointless, so pointless. A space fiction sort of aircraft, very pointless. I don't know, man. All of this seems weird. Okay, none of these parts are big enough. I'm just gonna say, they're just not. Yeah, they suck. I think we'll have to manually... I'll have to manually do this. Whatever we're gonna do it manually. Okay, so let's just take a look at this thrust damage. Oh, yeah, but at least the lift damage is not too bad. So we'll have to add thrusters and stuff going forward. But otherwise, it's pretty good. We added the rail guns, of which we can add 2 more. The real question for me is how we're going to end this design. Are we going to go for like a fat side, or we're gonna go for a thin side going backwards? Hmm. I don't know. This is strangely unnerving. What are we going to do? It's really about where the thing goes, like going backwards. How does it go? Do we go like a flat slab methodology, or do we go with thin lines methodology? Fat slabs would be like taking fat rectangular pieces and then slapping them to the top, the bottom, no, the top and the sides, thereby wrapping up the design, but it would look like a survey ship, which it is not. Most manifestedly is not. Now, what other thing can we do? We can go with an Excalibur type setup from Wing Commander, if you guys do remember that. Not too sure about it. Hmm. Or we can wrap it up in a traditional short half wing, half double wing type setup. So you would have something like two bursts here coming up, and that's about it. I think that's another way to go. Because if you look at the weapon setup, we already have like 4 plasma, 4 pulse lasers. Gonna have 2 more railguns. We're done. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. Anyway, guys, in the meantime, I'm gonna stop the stream here. It's been 1 hour 15 minutes. We'll be back next time with another stream for Empyrion Creative Edition, and I certainly hope in the next time it's gonna be a little bit easier. That they're gonna fix whatever, or even Streamlabs OBS is gonna allow us to capture the game here. I don't know if that's going to work, but we'll see what happens. So I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for joining us. We do appreciate all the support that you give us and your enthusiasm for our streams. We do love it. I'll see you guys next time. My name is Windows Andar from Razor Light Entertainment. Thank you all.